I am fully aware that I have a God-given ability, but I didn't want to coast off of that. I didn't want to coast for the remainder of the season after my first audition aired. I didn't want to just coast off of a pretty voice. And I think if I had it, I may have been able to make it pretty deep into the competition. But I knew that if I pushed myself and I worked hard and worked really, 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 really hard, I could be better than just a pretty voice. I practice interviews, I practice wardrobe, I practice how to hold the microphone, and I didn't just take for granted having the ability to sing. I practiced every different angle that I could to be good, and then to be better, and then to be the best. I wake up, go to bed, wake up in the middle of the night. If I am awake or asleep, I am rehearsing. If I have 2 minutes to myself to do anything, I am in rehearsal mode. And I didn't know what I was doing, but that's what it took. I was too dumb to know that I was in go mode all the time. But it paid off. Unfortunately, I did not get to meet Mr. Simon, and I am still pretty upset about that. To tell you the truth, I was in the dressing room watching it from my television in the dressing room. So I really can't give a lot of input to that. I wanted to meet him real bad, worse than you probably know, but I didn't get the chance to. Tia said that she wrote this song from a state of, struggling with alcoholism, and that, if I had a family member that struggled with alcoholism, that would be a route that I could sing that song from. And, while I did lose a family member, this year that struggled with alcoholism, I tried to go down that path, and it was too morbid. It was too sad. I didn't want to. I sang it from a happy state. And when I asked her, I said, "Can I do that? This is your song." And she said, "This is your song. For 90 seconds, this is your song. You sing it however you want to sing it." And I don't think she meant for that just to apply to Chandelier. I think she was telling me to take that forward, for the rest of my life. Even though I might be doing a cover song at some point, she's, don't sing it, just as from the same head that the person that wrote it or performed it and made it popular from. Pick something from it. Find a lyric in it. My favorite lyric from the Parson James song that I sang last week was, "It's enough of a fight, just staying alive anyways." And I told Parson that. I said, "Man, that's my favorite line in the song." And he said, "Really? That's crazy." And yeah, I think you just find a line that pulls on your heartstrings, and you go with it. Thankfully, most of the idols that I got to talk to, they appreciated. They said, "Man, you seem pretty genuine. Don't ever quit that. Don't ever get out of that head. Don't ever quit that." And they didn't give me very much advice in the moment. I was lucky enough to exchange numbers with a lot of people that I never thought I'd have their name in my phone book. And they said, "Look here, text me." And I could tell that they meant it, They said, "Text me at any time of the day or night, ask me a question." I got to exchange numbers with Jordan Sparks and Ruben Studdard, and it was just surreal for them to reach out and say, "Hey man, you're the last one. We want to help you any way that we can." And I think they mean it. I didn't consider myself the underdog. When I auditioned in July, I didn't expect to win, but I prepared to win at every facet of this competition. And I told LaPortia, no matter what name comes out of Ryan's mouth, we're going to hug until they separate us. I don't care whose name gets called, Portia. We just want a car. And you don't win cars every day, so we're going to be okay, Portia. I sing Blue-Eyed Soul. I talked it over with Mr. Scott, and he said, Justin Timberlake is thinking about making a country album. So define country in 2016. I think it can be whatever you want it to be. So, we're going to try to make an album that country supporters would pick up. You know, country supporters, they go to shows, they go to festivals, they buy CDs, you know, they download stuff. If you can make it in country, you can have a career. First of all, if anyone has made it through what I consider, I would say the only two jobs that I would consider to be tougher than making it through American Idol boot camp, which is what I have aptly named it, you know, after the show's been over, would be a preacher and or a soldier. That would be the only two jobs that I would consider to be harder than what we just completed. But if you can go through what we just did and not believe in something, I happen to believe in God, you know, and then that, you know, I would pray. I had a really simple prayer. I would say, you know, especially when I had mono, because I was pretty quarantined from the rest of the cast. I would say, well, it's just me and you. It's just me and you, God. And I kind of kept that on my brain at all times. You know, when I didn't have anybody else, I didn't have my parents out here with me, and it was just me. So I feel like if you can make it through this competition without believing in something, I wouldn't say I'm impressed. I would say I'm kind of scared, because I don't know what you are. You're superhuman. Thank you to anyone that voted. You know, I only have one phone and one tablet, and I did not do this. All I did was show up and sing. You know, the thing